Broadcasting live from the 95.9 Green FM newsroom, unfolding stories about people, places, and events in Dasmariñas. Here is Jay Santos for Dasma News.
It's November 27, 2017, Philippine Standard Time, 4 p.m. You are tuning into Dasma News, unfolding stories about people, places, and events here in Dasmariñas. I am Jay Santos. Join our live streaming video on 95.9 Green FM via Ustream.tv and Facebook Live. In today's Dasma News headlines: Annual Paru-Paro Festival Parade welcomed the Christmas season for the Dasmariños. Christmas Bazaar in Dasmariñas lights up the Dasma's holiday season. Christmas lights and decorations now being placed around the Dasmariñas city. Stricter number coding scheme to be imposed next year. Another water pipeline now being constructed near the SM City Dasmariñas. A city aide from the local government was praised for his honesty. DLSUD to be recognized as the first sanctuary university in the Philippines. 8th anniversary commemoration for the Maguindanao massacre was held at DLSUD. Our Dasma News headlines are served. These are the stories in detail as reported by the DLSUD broadcast journalist students. Dasmariños have enjoyed the annual Paru-Paro Festival that was spearheaded by the local city government of Dasmariñas yesterday, November 26. Here's Nicole Kawaling to report about the highlights of the said event.
Lively colors are everywhere along with brighter smiles from Dasmariñeños as they celebrate the city's transformation from a small village and emo city to one of the province's vital hubs with high level of commerce, trade, and industries. And Crizel Joy Autencio is one of the students who looks forward to the festival, especially the street dance competition where different schools and barangays from Dasmariñas are joining.
Dito na ipapakita sa pamamagitan ng pagsayaw ang kanilang talento, lalo na ng mga Dasmariñeño, pati na rin sa galing nila sa paghahanda.
Crizel Joy Autencio also added that the beauty of the Paru-Paro Festival is not only appreciated by the Dasmariñeños but also by its neighboring communities for over the years. City Mayor Elpidio Barzaga explained the preparations they had for this year's celebration of Paru-Paro Festival.
Nag-live streaming kami sa aking Facebook at nakikita ko even those ng mga kababayan natin na nasa ibang bansa, katulad ng London, katulad ng Singapore, nakikita ko ang kanilang mga comment yesterday.
The main highlights of the festival were the Grand Parade, which started at 3 in the afternoon, and the street dance competition where 35 groups of elementary and secondary school divisions participated. Nicole Kawaling reporting for Dasma News.
Street dancers entertained at the Dasmariñas City's Paru-Paro Festival, and visitors also eye for souvenirs at the said booths. Joshua Lapetete reports on how the small collection of shopping tents adds cheer to Dasmariñas holiday season.
A new Changihan or bazaar opened last November 2 to capitalize on Dasmariñas' incoming festivities like Christmas and its Pistang Bayan. Moses Panestan is one of the many locals who went bargain hunting for new clothes and shoes. Panestan complimented the bazaar's convenience.
Marami kang mabibili at mura. pwede kang regalo, BF, GF.
Despite the higher number of people who visited the bazaar after November 26's Paro-Paro festival, many of the stalls are still empty. CTA Langkaguru, who owns a space in the bazaar, explained that potential space renters didn't want to risk losing money.
Nakikita mo marami pang bakante kasi nga hindi pa nagsiset up yung iba gawa nung. Ang iniisip ng iba is December talaga. Kumita nila dito.
Langkaguru added that more stalls open each week as holiday season approaches. The shops at the bazaar now sell not just clothes but also food, home decorations, and other novelties as well. Joshua Labatete, reporting for Dasma News.
The city of Dasmariñas has started installing colorful Christmas lights and decorations along its roads to welcome the Christmas season. Jerome De Quinto filed this report.
Christmas is just around the corner, and for the city of Dasmariñas, this also signals the start of a more colorful and vibrant streets because of the Christmas lights and decorations that fill up the area. And Jacinth Apostol is one of those who always looks forward to it. Apostol, who is also a Dasmariñas resident, says he is really attracted and amused by the colorful display of lights that hang on the trees. He also added that it is advantageous for residents to have Christmas-themed streets in their own community.
Less gasto sa pera kasi hindi mo na kailangan pumunta sa Nueva Valley at Ayala Triangle para maka-experience ng magandang Christmas decor. At saka hindi ako sure sa data pero sa tingin ko mas nakaka-attract ito ng mga turista.
Jacinth Apostol is a third-year forestry student at the University of the Philippines, Los Baños, and the Christmas decorations along the streets of Dasma are always something he anticipates whenever he goes home. He also says that he appreciates the effort of the local government to join the festivities every Christmas season. Dasmariñas City Mayor Elpidio P.D. Barzaga Jr. explains the reason why they continue to decorate the streets of the town during Christmas.
Una, medyo may nagkikriticize sa akin na bakit daw marami tayong mga gayak pag Pasko. Sabi ko naman, unang-una, tingnan nyo naman kung anong tuwa ang naibibigay niyan. Umikot ka sa Dasmariñas, matuwa ka, kahit na 10 piso lamang ang halaga ng iyong katuwaan, ganong karaming bata at ganong maraming matanda ang natutuwa yan.
For the people of Dasmariñas, the lights and decorations along their streets signify the progress and development of their city, and how beautiful and joyful it is to live in here. Jerome De Quinto reporting for Dasma News.
A stricter number coding scheme will be enforced in Cavite by January 2018. Cavite Governor Boying Remulla announced the enforcement of stricter road rules due to continued worsening of traffic in several roads in the province. Covered under the new rules and regulations of the number coding scheme are private cars, vans, and trucks. Exemptions include vehicles registered under the Philippine Economic Zone Authority or PEZA. The roads where the number coding will be enforced includes the Aguinaldo Highway, Governor's Drive, and other highways. The number coding scheme will be enforced from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. and again at 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. Dasmariñas Water District is undertaking a project to provide more water pipelines around the city. Here is Luis Daniel to give the full details of the report.
Addition of water pipelines for more and better sources of water for the Dasmariñeños is now being constructed. This is in line with the City Water District's project and campaign against water pilferages. The said project takes place along the two busiest and most congested highways in Cavite, namely Governor's Drive and Aguinaldo Highway. Ann Arciga, a resident of Barangay Santa Fe, admits she belongs to those residents who experience water interruption, and so Arciga believes that the addition of water pipeline will be beneficial for the Dasmariñeños.
Ayoko na yung may araw na nawala pa ng tubig. Dagdag perwisyo lang. Kaya mabuti naman na naisip na nilang ayusin.
Meanwhile, Jeronimo Sadrejo, officer in charge of the water pipe welding, explained that the project will now solve the water problem in the city.
Para sa patubig ng water district
Ng
buong Dasmariñas. Patubig natin, Kasi kinukulang tayo ng tubig eh. Kailangan natin magdagdag ng kapag kukunan ng tubig.
Moreover, the water pipeline addition project is expected to be finished by next year, February 2018. This is Lois Daniel Talabis reporting for Dasma News.
The city government of Dasmariñas has commended the honesty of a Dasma aide. His name is Rufino Hoven, who found and returned 10,000 pesos cash and other items. Here's Sherry Sayaman with a report on the honest act of a Dasma public servant.
One of Dasmariñas city aides found the said items while he was sweeping on the 6th of November 2017 in front of Market Mall along Congressional Avenue, Dasmariñas City, Cavite. Nilda Baldivino, a resident of Dasmariñas, shares her reaction towards the kind act that was done by Rufino Joven.
Para sa akin, maganda yung ginawa niya. Kasi kung sa panahon ngayon, talagang sa 100%, 1% lang, 99%, ay talagang mga galit na sa mga ganon. Kasi sa hirap ng buhay ngayon, talagang ang iisipin nila, pera na to.
Nilda Baldivino is one of the citizens who is amazed and surprised of the said act of Joven. She now believes that there are still people who has a good heart in returning expensive variables despite of the financial crisis that an individual experiences. Dasmariñas City Aide Rufino Joven tells the reason why he did not hesitate to return the said items to the owner.
Kahit kami, ganito lang, hindi kami nag-interest sa mga ganyang bagay. Kasi yung tawag dito, mahirap kasi may kasabihan tayong karma baga. Oo, sa maliit na halaga lang, darating ang oras, baka mahigit pa doon yung makarmo sa sarili mo. Di ba? Mahirap yun.
Joven added that every citizen should always have the right conduct, good values, and always tell the truth in any circumstances in order to build a better community. This is Sherish Sayaman reporting for Dasma News.
De La Salle University Dasmariñas is currently waiting for recognition from the Department of Environmental and Natural Resources to make the campus as the first bird sanctuary university in the Philippines. Kate Ciales filed this report.
The Environment and Resource Management Center or ERMAC of De La Salle University Dasmariñas is planning to integrate the university with the local government tourism programs. The university will cater birdwatching activities for the community once DLSUD is officially declared a bird sanctuary. Rich Primero, a student of DLSUD, showed his interest about the contribution of his school to the local tourism scene.
I think I feel happy and proud that DLSUD will be the first ever university bird sanctuary in the Philippines.
He expressed that he is proud for DLSUD if we become the first ever university bird sanctuary in the Philippines. Marlon Pareja, former ERMAC director, authored the proposal to DENR.
It's a manifestation of our commitment. Lalo na sa campus development.
According to Marlon Pareja, as the greenest university, we also have the responsibility to keep the status through campus development. Furthermore, efforts will be made to preserve the habitat of bird lives if the increased attention will affect the ecosystem of the university. This is Kate Salahes, reporting.
Thank you, Kate Salahes. De La Salle University Dasmariñas Broadcast Journalism Program Council commemorated the 8th anniversary of the Maguindanao Massacre as part of the Safety of Journalist Advocacy campaign. Christine Mahusay has the story.
commemoration of the Maguindanao Massacre in De La Salle University, Dasmariñas, together with the students and faculty members of the Communication and Journalism Department, offered prayers and poetries as their ways to send their sympathy, and E.J. Emerencia was one of them. Emerencia said that the Maguindanao Massacre was a very tragic history for the Philippines, and she still hopes for the justice to be served for the victims.
Because as long as there's a journalist who believes in upholding the truth, I believe that Maguindanao massacre is going to be solved.
E.J. Emerencia is just one of the hundreds of people who wanted for the justice to be served. In line with this, many aspiring journalists are afraid of the world they will encounter in the future. Micaela Hoson, the project head of the event, said that they should not be afraid of it.
Pero kung gagawin ng government natin yung mga pinangako niya sa mga journalists, sa tingin ko, hindi naman dapat nakakatakutan ng mga aspiring journalists na, yun nga, na i-pursue yung pangarap nila as media practitioner in the future.
Hoson added that the government should not stop in seeking for the justice and may the victims of the tragic Maguindanao massacre always be remembered. Christine Mahusay, reporting for Dasma News.
Coming up next, Dasmariñas story only here at Dasma News. First DepEd Dasma Book Fair held as a 33rd National Book Week. A new curriculum for communication and journalism will be up for the next academic year. ISEC Dasmariñas welcomes second batch of new members. Delegates from the Philippines in ROTC CULP 2017 came back to the country. Street Smart competition held here in DLSUD. DLSUD starts annual Students Week celebration with opening street dance parade. Live mural art showcased as part of an art festival here in Dasmariñas. The first ever university-wide comedy and entertainment night was held at the DLSUD Grandstand. Thank you for staying with us at Dasma News, and we are live in 95.9 Green FM, only here at Dasmariñas News. Thank you for tuning in this Dasma News. The City Schools Division of Dasmariñas has organized the first DepEd Dasma Book Fair. Christine Mahusay has the story.
The Department of Education here in Dasmariñas City organized their first book fair as part of their major projects for the Learning Resource section for the year 2017. Sofia Atienza, a resident of Dasma and a book lover, said that having a book fair made her really happy.
It was amazing and it feels good knowing they still give importance to the book readers.
Sofia Atienza and a lot more book lovers were happy about having a Mini Manila International Book Fair near them. According to the head of the book fair, Lalena Dao, the fair was inspired by the MIBF, and she added that she didn't expect it to be successful.
Beyond expectation pa siya eh. Na-achieve namin 90%, 90-95%.
The said book fair was the first ever book fair in the Cavite province and will happen again in year 2019. Christine Mahusay, reporting for Dasma News.
DLSUD's Communication and Journalism Department is enhancing the communication and journalism curricula for the school year 2018. Kate Sejales has the Dasma News story.
On a media briefing held last November 14, the Communication and Journalism Department of De La Salle University Dasmariñas furthered that a new curriculum will be designed for the incoming batch of enrollees for the broadcast journalism program. Sofia Marira Bacal, a senior high school student taking up Human and Social Sciences track, expressed her opinion about journalists experiencing emergency scenarios.
Hindi lang dapat yung pagiging journalist ang trabaho mo. Dapat marunong ka din ng first aid. Kasi, oo, hindi ka nga licensed nurse or licensed doctor, pero alam mo sa sarili mo na marunong ka and confident ka dun.
She explained that as media practitioners who respond to emergency situations, they should also learn how to protect themselves and people they cover. According to Ms. Angie Balibay, with a department of equipped students and professors, DLSUD can be champions in journalism safety education.
With students who know journalism safety and with faculty who teach journalism safety, can actually be champions. And I remember Dr. Ming saying, this is a pioneering work in La Salle.
Dr. Minko Klim, Communication and Literacy Advisor of UNESCO Jakarta, inspired the department to come up with a new curriculum. He also added that CJD is pioneering on journalism safety education, which is believed to be the first ever in the country. This is Kate Selajes, reporting.
ISEC and Dasmariñas is welcoming its new set of youth members to be trained as leaders. Here is Pauline Gonzalez with the report.
ISEC in Dasmariñas welcome its second batch of accepted applicants. ISEC is a non-profit international organization that helps young people to explore and develop their leadership potential. The organization is run by students and recent graduates of institutions of higher education. Here is Sam Zamora to give us her reason of joining ISEC.
Parang na-curious ako. Madaming ang opportunity. Tapos, pwede ka pang mag-travel. It's surreal kasi syempre, onti lang yung mga napili rin out of all of us.
ISEC has exchange program orientation activities wherein they bring selected members from different institutions to become delegates from the country. Their activities varies from educating both high school and university students about leadership to promoting cross-cultural understanding. Here is Ms. Ana Malamug, an alumna of DLSUD and former global volunteer, to talk about ISEC's relevance.
For me, ISEC's relevance is that it helps the youth reach out to other people and really use their communication skills and their impact on society.
According to ISEC in Dasmariñas' Facebook page, the recent exchange program activity will be held in West District, Taiwan, which will focus on English learning environment, global citizenship, and diversity in cultural respect. This is Pauline Gonzalez reporting for Dasma News.
One of the representatives in the Armed Forces of the Philippines ROTC Cultural Understanding and Language Proficiency Program Exchange in Guam came from the city of Dasmariñas. Andrea Coronelia is a third-year criminology student and the current Corps Commander of the 267 Naval ROTC Unit, Department of Naval Science and Tactics, De La Salle University, Dasmariñas. Coronelia is one of the delegates from the different universities across the country that represented the Philippines. They underwent a program conducted by the Guam National Guard. The program includes comprehensive training and enhancement activities. Up next in our Compact 2017 updates. Broadcast journalists visit Dasma to speak at Journalists Safety Forum. Communication and journalism students and faculty pledge for campus safety. Compact 2017 DIY Safety Gear Expo reveals creative journalist gear and attire designed by the students. Wall of Liberty was presented at DLSUD for its month-long advocacy campaign. Multimedia art students exhibit futuristic safety gear and attire for journalists. Kaligtasan at Karapatan music videos was showcased at DLSUD. Original stage play by Rosani Sarile to be staged at Compact Finale. Keep it here on 95.9 Green FM for more Dasma news when we return after a quick station break. Thank you for staying with us here at Dasma News on 95.9 Green FM. National broadcast journalists have visited the DLSUD to speak about journalist safety on its safety forum. Here's Gail Cayetano for the full report.
Part of the Compact 2017, a month-long advocacy campaign which promotes journalism safety education, De La Salle University Dasmariñas has conducted a journalism and safety forum, in which features journalists from the media industry with the help of Communication and Journalism Department. PTV4 journalists James Patrick De Jesus and Alan Francisco, together with TV News 5 journalist Jeff Caparas, have been invited to the university to share their experiences in their field of expertise and impart pieces of advice regarding safety to future media practitioners. An alumna of DLSUD and currently traffic correspondent for PTV4, Bea Bernardo, says that the forum is very helpful to student journalists who would want to enter the industry and to ensure their safety at the same time.
Actually, I'm very, very proud sa ginagawang campaign nito ng CJD kasi hindi lahat ng university ginagawa to, di ba? Although lahat ng schools meron silang communication students, may mga journalist students, pero hindi lahat may care talaga dun sa safety nila and especially dun sa mga magiging future nila. I could say na as a alumna of this institution, sobrang ipinagmamalaki ko kung anong ginagawa nila and I'm here to support whatever campaign na gagawin ng CJD.
Bernardo also added that as a neophyte listening to fellow journalists, she has realized how big the differences are among journalists when it comes to standards of safety due to varying fields. However, one must be mindful to be prepared at all times. And one of the journalists in the forum from PTV4 and also an alumnus of the university, Alan Francisco, shares his past experience in Marawi which he defines as death-defying.
Siguro yung baptism of fire sa akin bilang reporter, may almost 5 months sa Marawi. Araw-araw, yung buhay naming mga reporters nasa hukay, yung isang paa. No story is worth a life. As simple as that. At lagi kong binabaon yon na, oo nga naman, na mag-deliver ng news kung wala na kami. In the first place, ayoko naman maging bayani kung ako'y mawawala. Ayokong puriin ako pag wala na ako.
Jesus, Francisco, and Caparas addressed all the questions inquired by students as soon as the open forum began. It continuously advised the future media practitioners to learn how to take precautionary measures at all times and be mindful that no lives should be at risk for stories. This is Gail Cayetano reporting for Dasma News.
Communication and Journalism Department hosted a disaster risk reduction seminar attended by the communication and journalism students and the faculty. Here's Sher Sayaman for the report.
Those who work, that it is the right.
So talagang panatilihin ang safe.
In line with CJD's Compact 2017 month-long advocacy on ending impunity and journalist safety, DRRM was conducted to give safety tips and open the students' mind to act right towards unnecessary circumstances. Bianca Katipunan, a fourth-year broadcast journalism student, shares her thoughts regarding taking earthquake drill disasters seriously.
Akala natin sobrang
babaw lang nung shake, pero it could be dangerous. What if sobrang lakas ng earthquake, diba? So, yun yung nakuha ko sa talk niya.
Bianca Katipunan is one of the journalism students who is in line with DRRM's advocacy in making students to participate during disaster drills inside and even outside the campus. DRRM Speaker 13 Gil Bilguera Omania, a national coordinator for Lasallian Institute for Environment de La Salle, Philippines, tells what should be done to further advocate DRRM.
I think Dasma has a seat in the LGU. So maybe DLSU Dasmariñas can influence the government to campaign also for safe schools. Kasi we're doing community-based disaster risk reduction, diba, in terms of yung marginalized communities.
Omania added that all schools should be involved and all of us has a role to perform towards it. This is Cherish Sayaman reporting for Dasma News.
De La Salle University Dasmariñas third-year graphics design and multimedia students exhibited their proposed futuristic safety gears and attire for journalists as part of their support to the Compact 2017 campaign. Here's Luis Daniel Talabis with a report.
DLSUD's third-year graphics design and multimedia or BGM students held a futuristic exhibit at the Julian Felipe Hall or JFH grounds last Tuesday. The futuristic gear exhibit showcases different safety gears that present several attires for journalists to wear when gathering and reporting dangerous news stories such as during war, typhoon, fire, and raid. Naomi Tayo, one of the third-year BGM students, explained the gears their block had created for the said exhibit.
Inflatable shoulder pads and elbow pads na nilagay namin para maging safe yung journalists in case of flash floods. Boots naman umiilaw para kapag madilim, makikita pa rin nila yung dinadaanan nila. Nag-add din kami ng features na makapagbibigay ng comfortability and convenience.
Meanwhile, Elaine Diaz, a communication arts student, said that the futuristic gears and attire exhibit, along with the other exhibits in the JFH grounds, was successful in its goal to raise awareness.
I believe na yung mga exhibits po on JFH ground are really helpful, especially to those aspiring journalists.
The 4-day futuristic gears and attire exhibit is part of this year's DLSUD's Communication Impact or Compact's month-long advocacy with the theme Journalist Safety. Lois Daniel Talabis reporting for Dasma News.
Senior journalism students of the De La Salle University Dasmariñas have created original music videos tackling the issue of journalist safety. Mayana Villanueva filed this report.
Fourth-year journalism students of DLSUD have presented their music videos with a theme entitled Kaligtasan at Karapatan last 14th of November during the DIY Fashion Expo at the Tanghalang Julian Felipe in DLSUD. The event showcased different music videos that were in line with the Compact 2017 advocacy campaign about journalist safety and media impunity issues. Ira Sopang, a third-year communication student of DLSUD, shares her thoughts about the music videos presented.
Ang ganda po ng pagkakaluan ng fourth-year journalism students and yung message po, napakita po talaga nila and nakunaw po yung visuals sa mismo
All the videos presented were all made by the fourth-year broadcast journalism students of DLSUD, as it was part of the course requirement on their video post-production. One of the team leaders of Kaligtasan at Karapatan, Bianca Katipunan, explains details and objective of the presentation.
Yung theme is impunity and safety ng journalist. Ang objective ng event na to is to showcase yun nga, paano mamomode or paano ipapakita ng JORN 4.1 and 4.2 yung different issues regarding safety ng journalist and impunity ng country natin.
The video presentation was a success for it was able to share some knowledge to the viewers regarding impunity issues and safety of journalists. Mayana Villanueva, reporting for Dasma News.
When we return, we are going to hear an interview with Mayor P.D. Barsaga about the upcoming building of pamantasan ng Dasmariñas.
Right now, we're saying no story is worth dying for, but in our time, really, a story was worth dying for, and you will die for it because you're not prepared to keep yourself safe. So it's a good thing that we are doing this, and we'd really like to push it to the forefront of the global audience, together with the help of UNESCO, that we are champions of journalism, safety, education in the Philippines.
And welcome back, you're still tuning into Dasma News. Mayor Elpidio P.D. Barsaga is a Filipino government official from the province of Cavite. He is the current mayor of Dasmariñas, who has also previously represented the city in the Philippine House of Representatives. Mayor PD dreams to build the Dasmariñas Public University, or pamantasan ng Dasmariñas, will be soon move closer to the reality. It is a flagship project by the city government, spearheaded by the mayor, and he believes that education is an effective tool toward a bright future. Earlier today, I interviewed Mayor P.D. Barsaga over the phone about the pamantasan ng Dasmariñas. Let's listen to the interview.
Good afternoon. Hello.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mayor PD. This is Jay Santos po.
Okay, Jay.
Dasma News, sir. Sir, this will be our question. Mayor, how do you envision the Dasmariñas Public University?
Well, siguro, first things first is what would be the importance of a public university. And my answer is always basic. Even your parents are telling that in order that everybody could have a good future, you must have good education, because education would be your guarantee for the future. And I have been always saying, were it not for my education and also for the education of Kong Jenny, we would not be given the privilege to be elected public officials. If we were uneducated, kung wala kaming edukasyon, sigurado hindi kami pagkakatiwalaan ng ating mga kababayan para manungkulan bilang city mayor at bilang maging kinatawan ng boses sa Kongreso. At lagi ko rin pinapaalala sa ating mga kababayan, I and Bot Jenny started our modest beginnings in education in a public elementary. Nagsimula ako sa public elementary dito sa bayan. Si Kong Jenny naman nagsimula ng kanyang public elementary sa San Simon, sa Santa Cristina Elementary School sa Dasmariñas, Bagong Bayan. At ang lagi ko nga pinagmamalaki, pagkatapos ko nang graduate ng commerce, nagtrabaho ako sa Prudential Bank, and while working at Prudential Bank, nag-aral ako ng batas while a working student sa Far Eastern University. At ito ang sinasabi ko sa ating mga kababayan, na kinakailangan bigyan ko sila ng oportunidad para makapag-aral sapagkat marami ang mahihirap dito sa lungsod ng Dasmariñas. Totoo, sinasabi nila, meron tayong Cavite State University. Pero ang problema naman dyan, masyadong malayo at 300 minimum ang baon ng ating mga kababayan. Kung ang ating public university ay nandito sa lungsod ng Dasmariñas, kahit sila ay maglakad papunta sa public university, kahit magbaon ng kanilang tangkalihan, as long as they have the determination and the will to succeed educationally, they can do so. We are just providing opportunities which would not be available to them because of their low station in life.
Mhm. How about, Mayor, what are your plans to actualize this tertiary institution?
Well, it's basic because you have to provide for a building, you have to hire teachers, and you have to make funding. Because it's no right now we were able to operate a public hospital, and the operation of public hospital is more as compared to the operation of a public university. Yung ating public hospital, it is 24/7. Rain or shine, nagtatrabaho. Unlike in a public university, magtatrabaho lamang tayo mula alas 8 hanggang alas 8 ng gabi. Ang kailangan lang namin, gawin yung building, pag-aralan ng mga kurso, maganda ng pambayad sa sweldo, and plus the utilities. And so I have been always saying that the operation of a public university is much simple as compared to the operation of a public hospital.
Alright. Mayor, what will be the courses na gusto niyo pong i-offer para po sa mga...
Well, actually, we are still in the planning stage. We are consulting with the Department of Labor. We are consulting with the CHED. What would be the courses which would be really needed in our country. And of course, the public hospital will be complementary to the public university. We will be having health science-related courses. Magkakaroon tayo ng College of Medicine, Nursing, X-ray, MedTech, because we already have a public hospital where our students in our public university could have their affiliation in our public hospital. Yes.
Okay. How can you make sure, Mayor, that our institution na gagawin po natin na university will be at par with the prime universities po?
What?
In terms of curriculum?
Well, insofar as curriculum is concerned, number one, it has to be approved by the CHED. Number two, insofar as professors are concerned, the city government will see to it that we shall be providing a budget where we can get good and intelligent professors.
Right. Thank you, Mayor. What will be your, this is my final question, what will be your message to our public who are waiting for our university to become a reality?
What? Well, actually, we have already provided a budget. We have already the plans. And soon, maybe early next year, we shall start with the construction of the public university. And according to our engineers, it will take 18 to 24 months before we can complete it.
Right. Thank you, Mayor. What will be your message to our listeners?
Well, our message is very simple. That as your local chief executive, together with Kong Jenny, we are thinking of our very best in order to alleviate the conditions of our poor residents and providing them opportunities to succeed in life.
Right. Thank you, Mayor PD. This is Mayor PD Barzaga live from Dasma News. Thank you po, Mayor, sa inyong pagpapaunlak.
Okay, thank you also.
And you just listened to the voice of Mayor PD Barzaga on the line, pushing the establishment of the Dasmariñas Public University that will sooner or later will rise within 24 or 36 months, together with other local government agencies that will push different courses according to the suggestions and recommendations of our Department of Labor and Employment. And that's all for today's Dasma News. We thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for today's guest, especially to our Mayor PD Barzaga. Tune in again next time, Monday, as we bring you more news on Dasmariñas and the Dasmariñas stories. Only here at 95.9 Green FM. Connect with us with 95.9 Green FM on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. For a recap of today's show, visit our website 959greenfm.wordpress.com, 959 Green FM YouTube, and also at Animal Channel YouTube. Thank you to our executive producers, Aurora Cuadra-Balibay and Daniel Parenya, producer Jerome De Quinto. We thank you our writers, reporters, and technical team. Thank you to our Green FM News Department, Green FM Operations, and Green FM Promotions. Thank you to our audiences for tuning in and spending your time with us. This is Jay Santos, and you are in Dasma News, unfolding stories about people, places, and events in Dasmariñas. Only here at 95.9 Green FM dahil basta balita, dito ka.